Okay, so here we are at the entrance to my ritual room. Right now we're in my dining room area, and I'm not going to show the dining room because it's actually really messy right now. But I come this way, and it's got this curtain right there and a dog door. There goes the dog. And open it up, and here's my ritual room. All right, so I'm going to do a bit of a span here for you. And there we go. And then, all right, and there's the big rug in the center. This is where I do the actual rituals, is right there. And over in the corner is my altar, and that's where north is. So it's north, east, south, and west over there. Okay, and then in the entrance as well is this cute moon carpet thing, rug. Yeah. And yeah, there we go. So on this side right here, we have my herb cabinet. And on top, we have various books about herbs and gardening and things like that. And this is a fun little toy fortune teller thingy. And then over here I have my stones and stuff, all my crystals and stones right there. And I made this at a pottery class sort of thing. So, you know, it's a little wonky, but, you know, it was fun to make. Yeah, and then I have my mortar and pestle here. And this is some wood carving thing that I did probably 15 years ago. Then I have my little mystifying mints thing that I'm going to turn into a little travel altar. So yeah, and then we have a sword, and behind the I have some more crystals, and this I put up in the window right here when I'm in the middle of doing rituals and stuff, so that my family does not disturb me. So, yep. So, and then in my herb cabinet itself, open it up, and I've got lots of herbs, and it goes all the way in there. Lots and lots of herbs. And in this cabinet here, I just have some nail art stuff right there. So not witchy stuff, but I when I do my nails, I do it in here. So I have my nail art stuff in there, and some teas over here. I'm eventually gonna get these, because right now this cabinet used to hold DVDs, and so it would hold them in the doors too, along with inside the cabinet itself. But there was a like a metal bar that went across each one to keep everything in it, and all the metal bars on my thing broke, and as you can tell, the bottom thing broke here. Yeah, there just needs to be some repair with this cabinet. But yeah, for its function though, for holding my herbs and stuff, it works really great, and I actually really love this cabinet. Oops. But because there's nothing holding the items here, they fall off all the time when I try to open the doors. So yeah, so that's empty mostly. But yeah, there's some more herbs there. Lots of herbs. All right. And then in the drawers themselves, on this one, it's nail polish and stuff, and some miscellaneous items like seeds and things like that. This one, I have loose herb baggies. See some basil leaves right there. Hi, puppy. Hi. And then on this cat drawer, we have some empty bottles. And then we have this one, it gets a little bit stuck. There we go. There's big bottles here, and these are all empty right now, but there's the big ones and a few smaller ones here. So with labels and stuff that I put on there, but there's actually nothing in these ones right now. And then over here are stuff. I just did an herbal thing, but this is where I infuse oils. I infuse oils in one of these, and then when they're done, I strain them and put them in another thing like this. So this is some astral travel hedge crossing oil that I just made. So I started the herb infusion on April 22nd, and I actually strained it yesterday and put it in this bottle. So there we go. And then we have some of these, which are like tinctures and things like that. Yeah, so that's what's in that cabinet. So let me move over here. So on this side, we're going to be remodeling our kitchen area, and eventually we're going to replace this sliding glass door with a different kind of door, and that's going to leave a lot more wall space here. So I am going to get another unit that's going to go right next to this Ikea Helmer unit, and so there will be more shelving here. This unit here is the Helmer unit, and I made the little tags for each. I don't have what's in them on there, but I put these little pentacle stickers on these tags because I thought they were cute. But the first drawer has incense. Second drawer has more incense. Third drawer has candles, lots of different chime candles, spell candles. Then we have rolled beeswax candles and other types of candles in here. Here we have basically baggies and candle holders, like lots of these types of spell bags or mojo bags, herb bags, things like that. And also altar cloths. There's a few like cloths in here, so like terra cloths, altar cloths, things like that. And the bottom is kind of a miscellaneous drawer. I put baby wipes here to wipe things down. I have a big thing of tea candles. Here's the pentacle stickers that I used, and then some construction stuff from when I was putting together all the stuff. So there we go. All right, and now I'm going, where am I gonna go? I'm gonna go over here to this bookshelf. So on the top here, right now I have just kind of a little makeshift Lu altar for the god Lu, and this is my Lu candle. So not all this stuff is going to go with him. I'm going to create a new, a designated place for all my shrines and altars and things like that for various deities and spirits and the like. But right now, this is where he's at. And basically, the only thing that's specific to Lu on here is this candle. But I do have this clay pentacle thing that I made probably 13 years ago. I think I was pregnant with my son when I made this, so a little bit over 13 years ago. And I have some Palo Santo here on top of a amethyst, and then the incense back here. These are my Ogham sticks, my Ogham staves. This is a little travel spellbook thing that I made years ago, and it's real fun. And it's got little spell books and spells in here, and it was just a fun little travel spell book that I made. Right here is my actual Book of Shadows. So if I close that up, there's my Book of Shadows front. So there we go. And I have a lot of the Witch's Roots papers in here because I don't quite know where to put them yet. And then over here, I'm starting a sort of fairy altar for work with the fairies. This is a book that I got at like a garage sale or a antique shop, and it's a little boy's journal. He wrote in here. I mean, it was the Walter Scott's Lady of the Lake, which was why I wanted to get it. But this Paul Irwin kid drew several little pictures in here, and he wrote his name in here, property of Paul Irwin, 8th grade in Illinois. And I have to be very careful when turning the pages on this because this is a very delicate book. But I thought it was a beautiful antique and very fitting with the kind of stuff that I'm into there. So there's the Walter Scott's Lady of the Lake. And then over here, this is my fairy altar. This painting was done by a 4th cousin of mine, and her name is Katinka. And I'll leave a link to her Etsy shop, but she's also an artist, and she did these willow sprites that I loved, and I knew it was going to work perfectly for my fairy altar, so I bought one from her, and there it is. So I don't know this is a candle holder. I'm still sort of putting together my fairy altar. There's nothing much to it right now. I want a place where I can leave offerings, things like that. But yeah, so, and here are the curtains there. They will have an actual curtain like this on there too. I just haven't made it yet. So right now it's just the sheer curtains, and I made those. I got the fabric from Spoonflower, and yeah. And then over here is my working altar. So if I lift that whole altar, I can actually bring it out to the center of the room. It's not that heavy at all, and I can just scooch in my chair here and take off most of the items on the altar itself, and then move the altar and then put whatever I need on it. So yeah. And then over here is my kind of the main space that I'm hanging out at, my workspace. For non-ritual spells, I'll probably do it here. When I want to just hang out in my room, I bring my laptop over here and I sit in that chair and I just have my laptop there. It's also where I paint my nails if I'm going to paint my nails. And then under here, I have some art supply stuff because I'm also doing a little bit of artwork in here too. It's kind of a second room for my artwork and stuff. So yeah, so the table's getting very glary from the window here, but let me see if I can close the curtains and see if that affects the lighting a bit. Let me see. So, and I made these curtains also, and let me pull up some of this so I can show the bottom of it. So I did all the embroideries on this. So these are the various aspects of my spirituality. So the center is kind of a triple moon with the pentacle and Celtic knot moons. And then the symbols, we have the 7-pointed star or the fairy star. And then we have the symbol for Irish Reconstructionism, Irish polytheism. And then here we have the Om, which is reflective of the Hindu aspects of my spirituality. So yeah, and I just have that repeated right there, and the same thing is on the other one. And then we have this cool pentacle border here with lace, and then this beautiful like teal and purple damask skull pattern on the top. So yeah, those are the curtains that I made. So I'm gonna close that up and see if that's better for the table here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Still not doing it justice. It still looks better in person, but yeah. So anyway, so there's basically my work desk and where I hang out and do most of my stuff. And then over here is another bookshelf, and on top here right now I have my Morrigan altar, and this is for the Morrigan and her sisters. Morrigan, Bive, and Macha. And so I have this altar cloth here that I made, and I'm actually going to redo some of it because it didn't quite turn out how I wanted, and I do believe that I can fix it. So I will be fixing this. And on the other side is also it's got ravens and stuff like that. This is my Crow Tarot deck, and I made this bag for my Crow Tarot, and I only use this deck when communicating with the Morrigan. And over here I have an athame and some candle snuffers and just some miscellaneous items right here. Eventually right here, this whole wall and right here is going to be where most of my deity altars are. And so what I'm planning on doing, because the room is not done yet. Obviously, I need to still do the curtains over there, and we're, going to remodel our dining room and kitchen. So, there's going to be stuff here too. So the room isn't done. But eventually next month, actually, I'm going to be getting some pegboards in, because unfortunately I cannot hang anything on these slats here, because these slats they weigh almost nothing, and they're only nailed in to a small support on the inside, and the support is just not big enough to nail anything to. And if you put any nails or anything in this, the things just kind of fall down, so they're not very secure. So my solution is to get pegboards and secure them in the corners where it's actually good wood right here, and where it's strong enough so I can put, basically from here all the way over here is a pegboard system that I can then put shelving on, and I can use those shelves for altars or other storage, things like that. And pieces of it, I'm going to cut them down and use pieces of it in the smaller areas here. And I'm also going to use it over here on top of this unit. This is going to be my ancestor altars. And right now I just have my Mima on here. I'm getting a frame for her. Soon, it's coming in soon so that she can have an actual frame for her picture there. And I want to have other shelving there for more ancestor altars. So yeah. Oh, here I am. Hi. I'm in my pajamas. But yeah, so that's the plan there. And then I'm going to use the same pegboard system over here for most of my shrines to various deities. Mostly the deities that I usually follow are Irish, Welsh, and Hindu, though my Hindu deity shrines are in our bedroom. So in here, it's basically just going to be Irish, Welsh, and possibly Scottish. But for deities, I usually just stick with Irish and Welsh. Those are where my calling is in my ritual room. And then I'm also going to have a pegboard here, and that's going to hold my moon water, because right now I don't have a place for my moon water. So that's where that's going to go. And then over here, I'm also going to put some sort of pegboard or something right there so that I can hang a big picture. I might just do a piece of wood going from there all the way over there, and then nailing the picture into the wood. So yeah, and then there's also going to be a pegboard right there. So I'm going to be painting the pegboard. The bottom of the pegboard is going to be the same blue as the floor in here, but it's going to fade into a teal color, because the floor that I got is not quite the color that I was hoping for, but it was the closest color I could find, because I wanted more of a teal color. The colors in our house tend to be teal, purple, and gold, and this room I was trying to do teal, purple, and black, obviously with black with the furniture, and with some green usually in our house, but no real green in here, not too much anyway. But the floor is a bit too blue, so it's not quite the color I was going for, but it was the closest color they had. So I'm going to kind of embrace the blue floor by creating a blue melding into teal color for the pegboards. So it kind of ties in the floor along with like the tealy colors that I have elsewhere. So yeah, and then a quick overview on the books here. Most of my books are on Kindle form, but I have a bunch on here. These are not all of my witchcraft books, pagan books, things like that. There's several in my room. All of my Hindu books and things like that are also in my room. That's where I keep all of my Hindu items, and where I keep my Hindu spiritualities in my bedroom. And so I starting off with just information about Celtic, Irish, Welsh, Scottish history, and then going into the Ogham and trees, green witchcraft, hedge witchery, and then I have a few Scott Cunningham books, and then down here, Triumph of the Moon, so some traditional witchcraft, and then down here, right now I just have empty jars, spell plates, candle lighters, and the boxes for my witch's roots. Over here I have my tarot cards, but eventually I'm going to move my tarot cards to the unit that we're going to put right here, so that I can use this spot for books. And then down here I have tarot, divination, and spell books, and also some astrology books. And in here I just have miscellaneous items, just building items and things like that, but that's not what's going to stay there. That's just what's there right now. And then in this book I have basically all the like books of shadows or grimoires or things like that from various authors that I've had over my 20 plus years of following witchcraft and things like that. And then I have my quarter candles right there, green, yellow, red, and blue. And then down here are basically bags of herbs, like my refill herbs are down in these baskets. So there we go. This door goes out to our patio or our balcony, and I have this beautiful thing that came in one of the Witch's Roots boxes, and my husband's grandmother makes these, and she made that. And yeah, and then this door goes down the stairs and has the dog door, so it goes to our backyard, and that's where our dog runs around. There she is. Hi, Shoulder. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. She likes to lay down on the carpet. Hi, puppy. Yeah. So that's my ritual room so far. So there's still some work that's got to be done, but this is what it looks like. I'm super happy with it and can't wait to get more of it finished. And next month I'm doing the pegboard system. So so that's the plan. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Blessed be. Bye.